Life moves fast. Before you know it, what was just on the horizon is now in the rearview mirror. That pace of change calls for innovative thinking and a passion for what's next, which happen to be the very things that fuel our focus. While the world is changing around us, we see opportunities to adapt along with it together. Opportunities to stay a step ahead while leaving this planet better than we found it. The future may seem uncertain, but we know this. Investment in resilient infrastructure is essential. Dependence on clean energy is growing. Reuse is becoming an increasingly important factor for water security, and multimodal transportation systems are pivotal for expanding populations. It's all happening now, and we've been ready for it. Ready to shape our vision of thriving communities where public health is safeguarded and economies prosper. While the vision is simple, the path toward it requires expert forward thinking. The opportunities we pursue now will determine what happens next for generations to come. This is how we shape our shared legacy, a legacy rooted in a cleaner, brighter, more resilient tomorrow. So how do we get there? Today, aging infrastructure and dynamic environmental conditions demand our attention. By planning, designing, and building for resilience, our communities are supported by a solid foundation, ready to withstand the toughest conditions.
Clients are being confronted with unexpected climate events. Climate data is extremely complex, and there's a lot of uncertainty about what we know and what we don't know, and that's changing almost on a year-by-year basis. So we've developed tools for example, understanding changes to flood risk on the coast that are really quite simple to use, and the same for extreme rainfall probabilities. We've turned them into tools that for clients are both understandable but also rather rapidly implemented.
What's really powerful about machine learning, especially the way we use it at CDM Smith, is it's informed by experts who have decades of knowledge. Together, they probably have centuries of knowledge. We're getting an answer that is rooted not only in machine learning and the data we collect, but in all of the knowledge that these experts have put into the model development.
We craft holistic remediation programs. AI is allowing us to bring in real-time data. We're building dynamic conceptual site models that really reflect much more accurately where contaminants are going, what's happening over time, and what the impact of our remediation program is going to be.
Our approach for our clients is to find solutions for projects that are based on qualitative and quantitative data. Taking in that feedback from stakeholders and understanding what their needs are, how they operate, how they function, and also ground truthing the data that we have pulled together allows us to develop solutions that are unique for that community and for our clients as well. If you build a public transit system around the people who depend on it the most, then you have a resilient system that supports everyone.
We're using today's data and modeling to tell people what they're going to be dealing with next so that they can work to create resilient communities and protect themselves from those challenges.
Our clients are looking to be able to diversify their portfolio of energy sources that they have, reducing energy consumption, things like that. We've been doing that for years, but now we want to be able to take it to the next step. So that offers them the ability to have additional resiliency in their systems, and it also offers cost savings as well as a potential revenue source for them.
We are always driving innovation. Research to reality is part of our ethos. We invest significant resources into continuing to not just understand the science of environmental systems and remediation, but to advance it.
We're using some of our innovative drought prediction, drought analysis tools that allow us to better plan for the limited resources that we have, especially in arid areas here like Colorado and the Intermountain West, and how to best allocate those resources for our clients moving forward.
In the city of Los Angeles, drought is something that we all worry about. And by using and implementing water reuse projects, that will really help establish a resiliency and a sustainability there for the community day in and day out.
The work that we do is all about moving the needle. It's all about making a difference. We want to make sure that the solutions that we put forth now address the problems of today, but they're also capable of acting as the building blocks for the solutions of tomorrow, so that we don't have clients taking capital improvement dollars and throwing them away on a project they build today that's not going to really be there and ready to help meet the needs of the future.
Resilient communities will always need the fundamentals: water, energy, and space. The more, the better. And while tomorrow is sure to bring more people on the planet, the vital resources sustaining them have limits. Pioneering creative solutions to use and reuse all that's available will safeguard the planet for future generations, going beyond simply addressing supply concerns to making things better and brighter.
In the past, when we talked about treating wastewater, it was in order to make it clean enough so that it could be discharged. But now what's so important is that we've realized this is a water resource, and this is something that can be used for our future generations to help maintain and sustain what we need to keep our planet alive.
And more recently, we're seeing water reuse as a driver for industrial development. One of the industries we're seeing significant development of are data centers to help support artificial intelligence infrastructure. However, these require significant amounts of water to support their cooling activities. So these are starting to enter new regions like the Midwestern US, where I'm from. We can use water reuse to help support those activities, reserving our potable supplies for residential users.
A water supplier has to have a certain capacity of their reservoir, and they have to be prepared for periods of dryness. Well, now we can tell them what to expect and how frequently those dry periods may come and how severe they might be, so that they can decide how much reservoir storage they need to build. So it's a huge step forward.
Looking at the full energy envelope around these facilities. The big thing now is we have the capacity and the ability to have control systems that can now take all of these different assets that we have and control them in such a way that it maximizes the efficiency of the building, and it also maximizes the potential for revenue. So now the system can look at this stuff and say, oh, I'm pulling in a certain amount of solar on a certain day. What makes more sense? Does it make more sense for me to use this in my building today, or does it make more sense for me to store it and use it tomorrow or sell it back tomorrow when I'm going to be able to make more revenue on it?
We know that we can't make everything resilient at one time, so prioritizing projects, implementing them over time is more realistic and approachable for our clients.
We're doing assessments to understand impacts of currently regulated PFAS, potential future regulated PFAS, and helping our clients really build a strategy around how to craft a remediation program cost effectively, so that they don't end up 5 years down the road coming back and having to do a lot of rework to address new threats or contaminants.
So what Dig Once means for us is that we are minimizing the disruptions to the community. We're maximizing funding, and we're saving time and money.
If we have to go in and unbutton a roadway to install pipes, we only do it once. Look at that complete corridor approach and incorporate the different parts and pieces of the infrastructure world, be it water, wastewater, electric, telecommunication, and really look at all those parts and pieces, incorporate those, and then couple that with our green infrastructure improvements.
All the expertise that we've gained over the years really comes into play at this time, because although we're going to be building infrastructure that's more resilient, it's still going to have the same technical strength that we've always had.
It's a challenge, that's fun. So if we can be innovative, we can make a lasting impact on not just the world today, but on future generations, and leave something better than what we inherited.
Let's get to work.
At CDM Smith, we believe the future is in our hands, and we're in this together. It's our job to prepare for your future, one that is ripe with possibilities and potential, one we can pass on to the next generation with confidence together. If you're just as driven as we are about what's next, partner with us now and start shaping the blueprint for your tomorrow.